sure I say your last name right. TERESA DeGAETANO.
So I moved out to Los Angeles when I was 21, then I realized not the only one with that plan. People trying to do that. I got a job selling Cutco knives. Do we remember Cutco knives? Yes, people, that's aggressive clap right there, sir. What could those scissors do? Cut through a penny. Yes, those scissors. You are not that big of a fan, apparently, sir. You're not. But I was so excited. I told my older sisters, I'm going to make my rent this month selling my Cutco knives. I'm going to go door to door in my apartment complex selling my knives. They were like, Teresa, you can't go door to door with a bag of knives. You can't. That's your own murder weapon. You're going to be on the next Dateline episode with Lester Holt. Like, she brought her own bag of knives. Awful. Then I got a job telemarketing. Everybody hates telemarketers equally. We all do. I got this guy on the phone. He yelled at me for 10 minutes. He said, why don't you get a real job and stop interrupting my dinner? I said, Dad, can you please put Mom on? Yeah, I spent the weekend with my parents. I love my parents. My dad lies about his age in reverse. I heard him tell someone he was 75. I said, Dad, you're 71. Why are you telling people you are older than you are? He said, well, then people will tell me I look good for my age. So this August, my dad's going to be 467. He's a wizard. Yeah. I don't know what happens when you hit 70. You start mispronouncing words. Like, he kept calling Dr. Fauci Dr. Fiji. I was like, that's not it, Dad. And he COVID. He was like, COVID. I was like, no, it's COVID, Dad, COVID. With a hard D, which is what I did not get during the pandemic. No one got it. Stop staring at my butt. Okay. It's crazy. And my mom. I love my mom. Okay, so we just had Mother's Day. We were laughing because I was a fat kid. Was anyone else just a little fat? And we love fat babies. Like, we really do. You see a fat 6-month-old, you're like, look at you, you little chubster, you little butterball, you Teletubby, you're so cute. You see a fat 6-year-old, you're like, who is feeding this child? Stop feeding this thing. And like, kids are mean. In 2nd grade, my parents chopped all my hair off, so I looked like an 8-year-old Chaz Bono. It's true. And I would come home from school crying to my slender mom because I was teased. And her response was, just sit on them. Yes. Next time they call you fat, Teresa, sit on them and crush them. And then they'll think twice about calling you fat next time. I can tell you, it didn't work in elementary school. Nobody was letting me sit on them. But that's how I got very popular in high school. I want body positivity for everybody. I want you to feel good in your own skin. I had a New York Sports Club membership, but they were charging people during the pandemic the first month. And I was like, they're dead to me, New York Sports Club. But they sneak in your life like an ex. Like, they text you and email you their promotions. I got a call from a random 212 number. I thought it was my doctor. I answered. They were like, hey, Teresa. I was like, oh, hello. They're like, it's New York Sports Club calling. So I sat down with a personal trainer. He said, Teresa, what are your workout goals? I was like, number 1, I want to be able to jump the turnstile in the subway. I'm so impressed. I am. Number 2, I want to be able to fit into the towels at the gym. Who can fit into the towels? They are tiny. I need like 16 of them wrapped around me. I'm scooting into the shower like this. Half my labia sticking out. I'm like, get back in there, Beverly. Get back in there. You know what a labia is. Yes, you do, sir. You might be by yourself, but yes, you do. Yes. It's horrible. It's horrible. I did get this book. It had a different sexual position for every single day of the year. Okay, there were all these like crazy things, and there needs to be a disclaimer. If you're 125 pounds and below, have a go at it. If you weigh any more than that, you're going to the hospital. Who can do these moves? There was this one move. It was like a wheelbarrow, or where the girl was like holding a plank and the guy had her legs. That person laughing has tried it. You've tried it. You had to be extremely strong, but it wasn't called the wheelbarrow. It was called the Hello Dolly. Because I know when I'm having sex, I'm thinking Carol Shannon. I did live here during the pandemic, and it was crazy. It's great that we're all back and we're all here, and I see all your faces. But I remember summer of 2020, there was no one on the subway. Like, it was scary. I started carrying mace. It's bright pink like my blazer. It's true. And so I whip it out whenever I need to, and I was on the subway. It was just myself and another woman, and it was 5 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. It was crazy. And then this man gets on, and he's kind of yelling to himself. So I looked at the other woman, and I said, "Don't worry, girl, I've got you. I've got my mace." And I scooted towards her. And then she goes, "Well, I've got COVID." Oh. I'm Teresa.